For some people, dyno days aren't all that exciting, and I know not everyone watches these videos, but when your mate says, hey, we're doing on the dyno tomorrow, I find it's a perfect opportunity to bring down the camera and film whatever's happening. I'm pretty lucky that my good mate has got a dyno, and he does spend all of his time here, and this vehicle is not yours, it's not Pauli's either, it's his missus, Shara, and I've just figured something out. Build your missus a car, so when you spend all this money on it...
Hey, you can play with twice as many cars.
Blow it up though, you're probably going to sleep on the couch.
Alright, Paulie, tell me a bit about this thing. Gemini...
Like a TD wagon, it's got a G161 on it, stock.
Yep.
With a cam. It's got springs in it and head studs. And that's pretty much it.
Okay then, and Kye said we're going to do some stupid stuff today. What's going on? Tell me all about it.
Well, we borrowed a fuel tank from Ghetto Mod, i.e. fastest street car in the world. Borrowed a fuel tank from it so we can put it on methanol and see if it'll make 40 pounds and maybe 400 horsepower. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
We're supposed to be going racing today, but Matty stitched us up. So when this blows up, I'll send him the $150 bill for another motor.
Oh yeah. Paulie makes out like this thing's just a stock engine, but it has got a G30 strapped to the side of it on a custom manifold, also a custom inlet manifold. It has got an aftermarket ECU, and it does make some good power. Shara drives this thing at the track, and it is a manual. She's PB'd, what was the PB, Paulie? 8 what?
I think it's 8.1, I think.
8.1 in the 8th, which is not slow. It's quite a fast little car. I don't know if this is all legal or not, Paulie. Can I film this?
Probably not.
So Paulie's just run some power wire, running from the battery all the way down to the tank to power the pump. What pump is it in the cell, Paulie?
It's got 3 525s in there.
3 525s.
But we're only going to use 2. So.
Okay. All right.
One was wired up normally to the original wiring for the normal fuel tank that's in the car.
Yep.
But then obviously that's only thick enough to support one pump. So now Paulie's just quickly dyno rigging some wiring so we can run 2 fuel pumps, because we're going to need both for where we're going.
Dyno rigged, I like that. You know I was going to say like this, eh? It's worth mentioning that the car doesn't get driven on the street like this. It is purely track purpose only. Were you going for all of it, man?
No, that was just to see what to do, but she's just, I think it's because they pulled the exhaust off and she's gone for, what? It's through an AEM controller, so it only reads down to like a, whatever it would equate to, like it's like a 10.2 air fuel or something.
Okay.
But because we're on methanol, we're running like 4.2, which is like literally, it's just richer than that. So,
Alright, so it's reading full
it's just
tank.
going full rich, and then the closed loop control on the ECU is trying to add fuel, and it's like, yeah.
What's the smoke from? What is it?
It's pushed dipstick out.
The dipstick.
Yeah, just dipstick. Hopefully it doesn't mean hurt this.
Pauli's pulling the plugs out because Kye likes to check the plugs. Methanol's hard with plugs, isn't it?
Yeah, we're using second-hand plugs just because it's, this is Saturday shenanigans.
Yeah, it's good. Well, Pauli just mentioned it'd be cheaper to blow this thing up on the dyno and replace the engine than it would to drive to Warwick and test the car. So
literally, we're like, well, we were planning on doing dumb stuff today anyway. So it's just we're going to do it here instead of at work, and we don't have to drive 6 hours.
Are you just swapping them out for plugging? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, basically these plugs are just E85 plugs. We just thought we'd just get the methanol tune kind of half roughed in, which it is, and then we'll switch over to the methanol plugs and we'll see if we can throw some boost at it.
That sounds badass, eh? Sounds good.
It's real strange. But it does sound much better than you think a 1.6 litre with a truck exhaust.
It's still good.
You reckon it's still good?
Yeah, we can reuse that.
Just want to jam it back in there.
Yeah, it'll just.
So you're going to pull the plugs out or not?
Do you want to pull the plugs out and gap them down still?
Well, I mean, if we found an obvious fault, so I'd be tempted to maybe just try and run it again and see if that improves. If it doesn't, then we'll be like, okay.
Do you know? You don't know what cylinder is though, do you? No.
Nah, it's got no
Yeah.
expertise enough.
No.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be gapping down.
I think it just means more boost. Is that what maybe it needs? Or?
Yeah, that's probably what it needed. Yeah.
Yeah. Just got to drive. Just got to drive through it.
Yeah, we're a little bit worried because there's heaps of bubbles in it. We're like, oh, no.
That's bang on. Yeah, Unless your sensor's buggered, Kye. You want to like no?
Definitely not.
Okay.
No. Even if it is, we're sticking with it perfectly fine.
So this is cooling pressure here. This bottom line.
Yeah, it's actually on 0 the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Because it's not nice.
Wait, how much boost was that, man?
29 pounds.
Dang. There's still heaps of room there.
Yeah, it was a...
Didn't you mention 40? Isn't that the magic number?
Well, yeah, if we get it to light cleanly, we're definitely not done at 30.
It's got a 6-bar map sensor in it. So.
Yeah, we can do 100%.
100 it is.
Pretty good, eh? This is a completely stock bottom end fucking G161.
You got to admit, 38 pound through a 1.6 litre stock bottom end bloody Gemini engine is pretty impressive. I think I'm saying that's impressive. Albeit it is running on methanol, and it's maybe it has got quite a fair bit of work done to it. It's still impressive. It has to be impressive.
I mean, it's not a huge amount of work. It's like valve springs and a cam and some head studs. It's like
Yeah.
It's pretty basic stuff. Like it's
I think the other
something anyone can do, sort of thing.
yeah.
You know, it's like a
These motors are still
manifold.
pretty cheap, aren't they, Pauli?
Like, you literally get them for like $150 or less.
Yeah.
Wait, where are all the Geminis gone though? It's like
My house.
Pauli's got them all. What do those plugs look like?
They look fresh.
Freshen?
So you can see there's no heat in the base ring still. So which is this area here. So this is what we call the base ring here, this bottom section just before the thread. The CAD is still bright, so that's what we would call no heat in the base ring. So that's what Pauli and I were just saying. Essentially what we're going to do, we're going to bring the gap down a little bit tighter, but we're definitely going to pull some fuel out of it for the next pull.
So what is it with methanol plugs? Why is it hard to read? Is it because it's such a clean burn that
I wouldn't say it's hard to read. It's just a different
reading?
a different reading. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
okay.
But
Yep.
what we essentially we look for mixture on the base ring. So this area here of the plug.
Yep.
It's still bright shiny, which means it's had in drag racing terms we'd say it's got no heat on the plug.
Yep.
which what that tells me is that, yeah, for the next run, these, like, as what people need to remember is that certain things like this, like a sensor, is just a guide. It's showing us an average of the cylinders and stuff like that. So really, this is what's going to tell us what's going on in the cylinder, and this is going to tell me if that it's getting too hot and we need to be concerned, or if it's not hot at all. And this plug, like, all 4 came out, there's no heat in any of them. So it's like, okay, let's pull some fuel out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Bang them on the wall until.
Yeah, you just got to find something.
This is actually faster though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, hell
I suppose you
yeah.
don't have to
That's-
Yeah, you just put it in, you go,
Yeah.
That's way too fancy for you, Paulie. That's...
Yeah, I'm not used to this sort of treatment, no. Where's my concrete floor?
Yeah. I'm gonna say use the pallet racking. That might work.
Yeah, I have before. But this is too easy.
Every truck with the blue balls.
390.
Yeah, that's pretty good. She's got some coolant pressure though, but
41.45 pounds. Still didn't cook the rods out of it, Bart.
No rods, no pistons deleted. Let's see if it's stuck outside of that. Push water outside of the header and glue as well, because it's like.
A little bit of a tease there at 395 horsepower. Didn't quite crack the magic 400. Who said that 400? Was that you, Paulie, or Kye?
That was fine.
It was, well,
We
both of us, we
both
were
knew it was-
spitballing. We thought that that might be possible.
Yeah. It was a thing.
One of the 400 number didn't quite get there. And this guy has sent the gasket. Well, it's lifted the head anyway, so cooling pressure is rising. And we've now found the limit of the head gasket, which is 41.5 pounds of boost. So what do you take from this, Kye? I know you were expecting something to go wrong.
Well, we like literally, Paulie and I were like, let's put the blue car on the dyno and like see if we can break it. Like that was honestly what we were sort of trying to do. And then we were like, we'll see what Woody's doing, see if he wants to film it because this could be funny. And like Paulie would say, this thing knows him nothing. Like that motor has done a season and a half or whatever at like 30 odd pounds of boost at road trips and all kinds of trashing on. And so we're like, let's see what it can do. And honestly, yeah, it went great. Like we're at the end there where we're just getting sort of like, all right, let's see what's going to go up first, because we've heard that apparently the pistons just fly apart at like 200 horsepower and all these things that have been said to us, which like we've been running it at 300 for ages. But yeah, turns out head gasket was the first thing to let go. Plugs all look fine.
And it's kind of like it's a safety test, you know? You don't
Yeah.
want to give the car to the missus and that.
So-
explodes.
What was that,
We-
Paulie?
we-
It's,
we
safe,
now
it's
know
safety
if
testing.
Yes.
That's what it is.
We now have a fairly known area of about where the combustion ceiling limit is if we run this, or when we run this again. If we ever want to turn it up at the track, we can probably know with fairly good certainty where we might lose a gasket.
Yeah, so we drained the coolant out before that.
Let's train the coolant into another run. Sweet. That's good. We had pull the plugs out and gave it a crank over, make sure there's no water in any of the cylinders, and it's fine. So, knowing Paulie, he's going to leave it like this actually and just keep racing.
No, I ordered a head gasket.
You already ordered one. There you go.
It's on the way. Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you want me to turn the boost down or leave it where it is?
I'll show.
Ask Sarah.
Well, there you go. Fun day on the dyno with a car that's never been on the channel before. Little TD Gemini. Awesome little thing, and this is due to hit the track soon. So stay tuned for that. It's been a fun day. Yes, we've got to replace the head gasket, which is just going to end up at my shed probably, maybe for a future episode again.
At the head gasket factory.
So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Another dyno day, and we'll be back with more content next week. Cheers. See ya. I know not everyone loves dyno episodes, but when your mate calls you up and asks you to bring the camera, you say yes. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I got a shout out for Martin Hutton, Nicholas Johnson, Seamus Taylor, and Nick Carmen. Hopefully I pronounced your names right. Thanks for supporting me via Patreon. What's for dinner? I think I might make myself some tuna corn tonight. Thanks for the recipe, Mum. Cheers, legends. See ya.